Alright, hey YouTube, North American Train Sim Headquarters here. Today we have a little bit of a different video. We are going to be building a train. Now there are two sets of cement cars on the Victorville sidings across the yard from us where we have our engine set up. We are in BNSF 4339. It is the middle -9 in those three engines right there. So pretty much the gist is we are going to take our war bonnet, BNSF 737, and we're going to put that at the back of the second set of cement cars. That unit will act as the DPU, while BNSF 4339 and BNSF 7219 will act as the head units. We are going to connect those to the first set of cars, pull that set of cars out from that siding, and we are going to connect it to the second set of cars, and we are going to line us up on Victorville siding 1 to prepare the train for departure of Victorville out to San Bernardino, crossing over the Cajon. So right now I'm just going to be setting the switches, getting us all aligned so I don't have to do it when right on spot, or I don't forget to set the switches and we end up derailing the train. So now I'm going to show you where BNSF 737 is going to be. It's going to act as a DP unit right here at the end of the second assortment of cars where the mouse is. So without further ado, let's set up our DPU unit. We're going to take this siding all the way onto the main track 1, and then we are going to scoop back into Victorville siding number 6, and we're going to haul her on back, jump onto Victorville siding 7 where the second assortment of cars is, and we're going to set this DPU unit up and then uncouple the two other locomotives and bring those all the way to the first set of cars where we will start actually building our train. We are now going to set the switches so that when we back in, there's no mistakes. We can do this without any mistakes, hopefully. So just going to set the switches. We're going to ride that siding all the way down past those cement cars. And then we are going to connect 737 and be done with that. Afterwards, we're just going to uncouple and then drive back down that siding. We're going to set up our two lead locomotives onto our first set of cars, and then pull the first set of cars out, and then put it back, like I've said before. Alright, we're just going to manually set the switch here and make sure that all the switches are set back into the correct siding. I almost said sliding. I technically did. Oh well. Siding. siding. Got it. And connect our DP unit, and then back on out of there, set up the first set of cars, and then the second set of cars, and then get our train ready to depart. There we go. As easy as pie, but time consuming. Oh, I didn't like that. That was a bad horn start. Oh well. Moving on. Alright, we are going to come down here while our engines approach, because I like this view better. It feels more like that conductor-engineer interaction, even though I'm both the conductor and engineer. Oh well, we're still setting up this train. It kind of gives me an idea of where we can stop, where we should start stopping and slowing down. I don't know what's up with, like, the rail cars, but, like, when you mix, like, the normal Kuju US rail car set with, like, other rail car set, the rail cars tend to freak out a bit. So you're gonna see that a little bit, but don't trip. Everything's cool. They just like to dance and get the groove on. Alright, we're gonna stop now. Alright, DPU setup. Number 1 on our task list is done. Now we're just gonna disconnect it. I would like to do the air hose interactions, except you can't do the air hose interaction, so we'll just disconnect it here. That seems good enough. Alright, bye 737. We'll see you when we get to San Bernardino, because we really don't see you after this, except when we're passing you back again. I lied. But, have fun back here, I guess. We're off. Alright. So here we go. Now we're just gonna go take that long racetrack speed distance straight way, whatever you like to call it, back to the front of the yard, where we will connect to the first set of cement cars, in which you have seen from the side. So we shall commence that immediately. As we bid farewell to 737, that went nowhere. Alright, bye 737. If you get lonely, just call me up. You know, if you're feeling like alone or anything, just call me, alright? Alright, bye. See you later. Alright, so we're going to set up first assortment of cars we are going to connect. I've said this about 20 times. And we're going to do it as soon as we go forward and then switch back. Alright, so we are right now getting ready to set up and connect to our first set of cars, and then we are going to pull that out, connect to our second set of cars. I am double checking the switches right now. I had a little mishap with the other take, and I might as well just check them a third time in real person, make sure that they're all set. Everything looks nice and good. We'll start with our backward movement to connect to our first set of cars right about now. Now we will commence the backwards movement like I mentioned earlier. Here we go. Alright, we're going to slowly back in. Oh, give the throttle a little bit of love. Just a little bit of love to get us right. Perfect. Keep her coming backwards. Rail cars are dancing. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay. A little bit short. Keep going. He's going to bring it back just a bit. I don't know what's going to... Oh. Okay. That is why you brake after you connect. You never know when the cars are going to be like, we want to go this way. Alright. First set of cars connected, down. We got it. Alright. Now we're going to pull out of here. This is the time-consuming part. We're going to pull out of here, back it in to our second set of cars. We have a little bit of a problem with the headlights, but it's fixed now. Alright, so let's get ready. There's our second assortment of cars, and we're going to just gently speed out of here at 15 miles an hour. Alright. Getting ready. Brakes off. Brakes off. Alright. That was weird. I wanted once. Okay, there we go. It's back. That was a once-in-a-lifetime ordeal right there. Let's see that again. Alright, I'm just going to prepare myself for the future. And I'm going to set these switches right here. Make sure that our train is heading the right way, like I said earlier in the video, so I don't screw up, send us off on a course, don't realize that we're going off the course, and then run into the buffer and crash and die. So we're just going to preset the switches. Man, look at the train. It's like way over there. Okay, switches pre-sweat. Switches are preset, and right now we're getting ready to stop our train and connect to the second set. After we connect to the second set, guess what? We're almost done. We've made it this far. We're almost done. We're setting the switches right now to set up to that second set of cars. Don't know of a technical term. I'll call them sets or assortments, or sets or assortments. There we go. Let's just take this time to admire the beauty of the GP38-2. Okay, enough admiring. Alright, so we're backing into our second set of cars. Tis behind us. We're gonna, right now, I think, sooner or later. Yeah, right now. Gonna double check to see if my switches are set properly. So okay, they are great, so I don't put the cars back from where I got them. You don't know how big of a waste of time that would be. I already have enough of this video and fast forward. So carefully backing into the second assortment of cars, because now since we have a longer train and the forces acting on the train, such as like inertia and velocity and some other scientific stuff I learned in science class way back in last year. Slowly backing into the second set of cars, like I said, being more carefully now that I have a longer, heavier train that I'm dealing with. It did take us a while to get up to 15 miles an hour pulling this out. I don't even think I did. Alright, cautiously coming back. It seems that these rail cars weren't dancing at all, so I don't have to worry about them jetting in a direction. Alright, slowly coming back. Almost there. We are nearly there. Ooh, wow. Okay, came in a bit hard. Ooh. That's usually not good when a train rocks like that. Okay, it's still rocking. It came in a bit harder than I would have liked. But now, our train is fully built. It is now just a matter of getting it off the main track and off to Victorville Siding 1. This is a time-consuming part here. You know, I gotta give it. Here's a hand to all those engineers and conductors out there that build trains on a daily basis. I don't know how they do it, because I'm acting as both the conductor and the engineer, but you also have to remember I am playing a simulator. And I do have a free roam camera. And I do have a camera that hovers above the train and goes whatever direction and zooms in however I please. So I like honestly truly give it up to all those real engineers and conductors out there. I shall one day join you in thou ranks. But until then, I'm stuck here playing Train Simulator, which isn't as bad as I just made that sound. Because I just made that sound horrible. And it's not. It's a pleasure to drive trains and then post it up on YouTube and have people like you watching it right now. So, enough of me talking. We're going to speed this up because this is the longest process of the whole video. Yeah! And then we're going to back it in and line it up on Victorville Siding number 1. Well, actually, we're going to start at 5, but oh well. Alright, as we're coming to a stop, we're going to set the switch that we just passed to get us into Victorville Siding 5, and then from 5 to 1. So now we're going to have to do that whole process backwards. Alright. It's okay. We're almost there. Alright, starting the backwards movement now. Making sure that I set the reverser in reverse. I almost didn't. Okay, moving on though. Past my faulty engineering skills. We're gonna start our reverse movement now, and I'm gonna speed this up. Alright, we're almost done backing our train into Victorville Siding 5. We're just going to wait for our lead engine to clear this switch. And that would be that. So right when we get on to Victorville Siding 5, we're going to connect our DPU unit. No, we're not. We are not going to do that. I've just said that way too many times. We are going to move our train up to Victorville Siding 1. To prepare it like in the real world for main track, getting ready for the train to leave after it's built. This is usually, I would assume, about the time when, like, when we get our train into the position, the rail company is going to be like, hey, we need you to drive this train. Show up in like an hour. Por favor. Thank you. I don't speak Spanish. I shouldn't speak Spanish at all. Alright, so now we're going to just go forward into our first siding. And, yep, here we go. Right now I am also going to set those main track switches back to normal. I am going to be responsible. Even though there's no AI traffic, we're pretending there's AI traffic. Okay, there's like a 5 o'clock priority Z train bursting through Victorville in the next 2 minutes. So we're setting the switches back so that train doesn't derail and I don't get fired from my job. Alright, let's speed it up. Alright, so right now we are coming to a crossing. So I'm just going to let you enjoy the horn and the bell. Alright, enough of that. We're coming down to the end of Victorville siding number 1. Just want to say thank you guys for watching. We successfully, with some errors, built a train, starting from engines, cars, and everything. You were there, you witnessed it, and we shall go down in history. Never. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Head back to my channel to see more videos like this one. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out my Facebook page. See you guys.